Hey, Joseph, when you start readings like that, you hit people, you blindside them sometimes, and you can hear it in the phone call. Like they're like, oh my God, that's my mother-in-law or something like that, or my ex-mother-in-law or this, that type of thing. You know what? I'm not even going to gibber anymore. We got another phone call up. Let's go straight to the lines. Welcome to the Paranormal Cafe. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Brian from Boston.
Brian from Boston. You're up on the Paranormal Cafe. Joseph on the line with you.
What's up, Brian? Hi, how you doing? Good, how are you? I'm fantastic. Thanks for asking. So you got a question for me? Well, I don't know. I just wonder if there's any specific information from anybody around me, or you're going to be one of them, are you? What's that? I said you want to be one of them for me tonight, aren't you? Well, I mean, I don't want to feed you. I don't know. That's all good. You know what? The thing that I get with you when I first go to you is I get a lot of political connections. So I don't know if you're involved in politics or you have anybody in the family that's involved with lawyers, politics, or anything on the political level, but that's where I go with you right away. Wow. Cool. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. That's cool. Okay. Now, is there somebody that's in law enforcement that's around police officers? Law enforcement? No, not currently. I have an uncle that was a cop. But... Deceased. Is there somebody that's passed away that has that law enforcement? Oh, yeah, actually, my wife's grandfather. Okay. Well, he's here right now, so I have to acknowledge that that's my connection for you. Oh, wow. Okay, I have a big police officer connection that I have to acknowledge, and he's the one that's giving me the information for you and kind of telling you that the direction that you're going to end up in eventually is going to be a political connection. You're going to have some kind of connection with politics. Oh, that's a good awesome. Connection. That's really great to hear, actually. I mean, you could even do something with running for a mayor or something like that, but this is what he's showing me, and of course, the police officer on the other side is going to say that, just to try to get you in that direction. I also have to bring up a G name like George. Do you know who that would be? George? No. I don't get the name, I only get the letter G. G? Yeah, actually, my wife's grandmother, who just passed, is named Jean. But okay. I don't know how she spelled it, so I don't know. Jean, George, same difference. Your wife is sitting in the room with you, isn't she? Yeah, I just moved out of the room because she was trying to listen to the broadcast. Because, interesting enough, is this grandfather past connected to the same grandmother that just passed? Yeah. I mean, the same police officer? Yeah. Okay, because he's doing the tech talking. He's my connection. Oh, wow. And that's why he wants me to acknowledge, I guess, the gene that's with him on the other side. And also there's some issues probably over the recent passing of the grandmother energy that you're going to want to pass to your wife. I have to, basically the message for her is to acknowledge from Grandma that I'm aware of who was in the room with me when I passed. So she probably wasn't coherent. She was probably in a coma state. And there were several people in the room, I believe 4 or 5 people in the room with her prior to her passing or when she passed, and she wants me to acknowledge that. Yeah, okay, that's really good because, my mother-in-law has actually been having a really hard time with it. So and then for those who didn't make it to see her, that's fine. Yeah. Now, is your wife pregnant right now? No, she's not right now, but we've been talking about it. So okay, well, the grandmother's bringing up a baby girl, so do you have any children now? No, we don't. Okay, you will soon. I've heard that. So. Okay, and she will be pregnant. I think, actually, honestly, that she's pregnant right now. Okay.
You're done, Brian. You have a daughter coming up, you're done.
So just kind of give this to your wife, because, again, this is all coming from the police officer on the other side, and you're going to be set for life. I mean, you really have nothing to worry about. Wow, great. Just remember me in the future, okay? That's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling, Brian. Hey, real quick, Joseph, I wanted to ask you real quick, give you a little bit of a heads up on me. I don't have a question, so are you able to help people that don't have a question for you, or?
Well, Brian didn't have a question either.
That's true. I didn't think about that, but that's true.
He definitely didn't have a question.
Yeah. What can you tell me about me? I mean, I don't know where to go with this. I'm usually the weird guy with the readings. I don't know where to go with it. I don't know what to ask.
You don't always need to know what to ask, but there's other people in the room with you, aren't there?
Yes.
See, that's the problem I have sometimes is when I read, I pick up on everybody that's present.
Okay.
Or the energies that are present. But one thing I'll tell you is I did get a lot of, before you guys called me, information through my station.
Yes.
And interesting enough, a lot of things that came through already happened. Oh, my God, I just even looked at this. Braille. I freaked myself out, actually.
Okay.
On my paper I have, and I wish you guys saw this right now, it would be mine.
Mm-hmm.
I have Brian written down, living, police officer written right next to it, who has passed away, wanting to also acknowledge a living police officer. He said he had an uncle that was a police officer. Other information came up before that, the Margaret, the September 24th and all that. Now, there's something left on my list that hasn't been touched yet. So this could have to do with one of you guys.
Okay.
I had a gentleman that was here with me, was meditating before you guys called, who came to me as a grandfather-type energy, father-type energy, and he was talking about issues related to his stomach area. This would probably be cancer in the stomach area, maybe even prostate cancer or colon cancer. He also came to me in a white T-shirt, which was interesting, so he probably wore them all the time. Or there may be an issue over the burial of the. And I also kept getting a Harry or a Harold. So one of you guys have a connection to that?
Harry or a Harold? Does that connect with you?
No, not me.
No.
The white T-shirt kind of means something.
I think the white T-shirt connected with Elvis.
I got us all.
The looks went around the room, but...
No, the only thing, say...
That's what I visually saw with me in the room. So, and again, and I'm still getting this with you guys, so I'm still getting a gentleman that's coming around one of the three of you guys that passed from issues of cancer in the stomach. I get a little bit of a distance with him, so that would make me feel like this is more of a grandfather energy.
Now, when you say distance, are you talking about like further up the line of
Distance would be to me either distance in knowing this person relationship-wise, or distance in mileage, perhaps, or distance in how long ago they passed.
Okay.
Which would be more than 5 years ago.
Okay. A couple things ring with, I guess, something that fits with me, but the Harold...
There's also a breast cancer connection that I have to acknowledge, or a female who has passed from lung or breast cancer.
Well, I know somebody who has had breast cancer.
Okay. That's deceased.
No. Well, actually, that's a different person, but yes, possibly.
Okay.
No, she had cancer throughout her body, lost her breast, lost half of her body, as a matter of fact.
The one that's deceased.
Yes.
Okay. And now I also have to acknowledge a sister connection with that, meaning that I don't know if one of you after this passed or if she has a sister here that I have to acknowledge, but she keeps bringing up the sister connection to me. She comes to me as a younger female, so this would be somebody that would have passed under the age of 60, maybe in her 40s.
Not to me.
There's also a Barbara connection that I have to acknowledge.
Who? What connection?
Barbara.
Barbara, okay. That's not connecting with me.
Yeah, no.
See, Steve's the mess here. He's the guy that's throwing everything out here.
Yeah, of course he is.
No. Well, the only thing that relates to me is my mother when she passed away.
Okay, don't tell me. I don't want to know because I'm not done.
Okay.
Don't tell me because I don't want to know. I'm still very, very stuck on this woman with cancer. So I know it has to do with one of the three of you guys. And remember, you don't have to be directly connected to her for her to be my connection. I also have to give you the number 40. So to me, somebody, again, passed at 40 or somebody in the family just celebrated or will be celebrating a 40th birthday or anniversary. This is pretty huge, so I have to acknowledge that. There's also a 56 thing. Somebody passed at the age of 56, or again, is that age now. And I also have to bring up two bills, one passed, one living.
Two bills. And
Go with the mother energy, so this is all dealing with her.
Okay, mother energy, okay.
This is all related to her. And sometimes when I go to breast cancer, it could be a female with lung cancer.
Yeah, my grandma died of lung cancer, but she, but when she actually died, it had spread from lungs to everything. I mean, it's one of those completely involved things.
And who would be Anna?
That would be my grandma.
Okay. And that's where I'm getting the cancer in the chest.
Well, you know what? She had so many maladies, but...
She smoke a lot, too?
No.
Who's the smoker? Because I got heavy smoking on the other side, too.
Well, the smokers were on the other side of the family.
Okay, and again, my connection's with Anna right now.
Okay.
She directly gave me her name, so I don't argue with them.
Okay, well, hey, Mom, good to hear from you. I truly miss you.
Never argue with them. also, she's bringing up 2 babies.